Sean Murray has just announced over on his Twitter page that there has been a new release of bug fixes, so expect your patch to be available right now. However, he also announced that over on Experimental, there is also going to be another round of bug fixes currently in trial that will then trickle down to an all-platform release. So in today's video, we are going to discuss exactly what is included with these updates and what you can expect from the future ones that will be trickling to you very soon. Also guys, don't forget, whilst I do have your attention very quickly, that if by the end of today's video, if I have earned your subscription, then please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It not only helps me, but it also helps you guys, and it also helps this information get out there to the wider YouTube audience. Alright guys, so the first one we're going to cover today is for the new PC build push to Experimental. Now this was only posted by Mr. Murray 2 hours ago, which is very exciting stuff, and it does include a lot of experimental branch bug fixes, like I said, that will be trickling down to you very soon. But what's included in this list? So here's the list, ladies and gentlemen. So the behavior of small AI freighters around large vessels has been improved. Fixed an issue that could cause missions to send players to crash sites that do not have a ship. That is a very good one, so I'm happy that's been fixed. Fixed an issue that allowed players to destroy salvageable scrap while their inventory was full, thus not receiving the scrap. So again, that is a good one. I have actually had that happen to me before, so fantastic. Fixed an issue in They Who Returned, where after resetting the mission, autophage at the initial harmonic camp would give the completely wrong dialogue and blocking mission progression. Players already affected by this issue may need to reset the mission again in order to proceed. So that one is a very good one, so I'm glad that they're getting on top of that. Fix an issue that could cause some missions to direct players to the station core while in an abandoned system where no station core is present. So again, another very good fix. I'm glad that they're really getting to the nitty-gritty stuff, because they've been needing to fix a lot of this stuff for a very long time. Fix an issue that could cause all players in the system to lose standing when another player destroyed civilian freighters. Fix an issue that caused the wrong icons to be used for the return drapes and wanderer's cloak. Fix an issue that could cause players to fall through the floor when using a very specific freighter base part. Again, I have had that issue, so very glad that that's fixed, even though I really liked it because it was very glitchy. But again, I understand why that's been fixed, so very good stuff. Fixed a very rare issue that caused a leap in the dark mission to fall or fail to advance after opening the portal. Fixed an issue that was preventing all creatures from pooping. Very good, solid bit of issue fixing there. Letting creatures take a dump again. Fantastic. I'm all here for that. Fixed an issue that caused some autophage text to fail to display correctly in the story catalog. Fixed a rare issue that could cause players to slowly run out of oxygen and die despite being on a planet surface. Yes, I have had this happen to me, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. I am glad, in Experimental at least, it has been patched, so fingers crossed that will make its way over once all the testing has been completed. Introduced a performance optimization for instance rendering. Fixed a graphics memory related to crashing on PC. Fixed a memory related crash that could occur when returning the mode or save select screen during a storm. Fixed a crash that could affect PC users with specific AMD cards. And finally, fixed a crash related to procedural textural generation. So in total, guys, the fixes that are coming to Experimental, and like I said, will be coming to you very soon, are all actually very decent fixes. I have nothing to complain about. If I had to really kind of like nitpick, it would be I wish they would actually fix multiplayer and the lagging and everything else that is involved with that. I think that's something that should be top priority right now. But let's see what the current fix is that is now available. Let's see what that has in store for us. So 23 hours ago, Mr. Murray posted this, which is hotfix 4.44, and as he says, it's releasing now on all platforms with lots of fixes and improvements. Fantastic. Now let's see what these fixes are improvements. Fingers crossed it's something to do with networking and really gets into the core issues on No Man's Sky. So let's get on to this list. There's actually a few different lists all converging to one, so I'll try and keep it as quick as possible. Sentinel capital ships are now equipped with shield generators that must be destroyed before the hull can be damaged. That's nice. Improve the VFX for Sentinel capital ship weapons. So basically they'll just pop a little bit more and they'll look a bit more refined, because VFX is basically just the effects for the weapon details and things like that. Fixed a number of multiplayer syncing issues with Sentinel capital ships. Okay, so multiplayer syncing issues. So it looks like they are working on that. So they are fully aware that there are current problems. So that's good. I'm glad they are starting to work on something like that. Fixed an issue that prevented the warp out effects from correctly displaying on pirate dreadnoughts. Fantastic. Added new pirate freighter warp effects. Fix some minor collision issues on pirate freighters. So a lot of pirate freighter stuff there, so that'd be interesting to see if I go ahead in game and use my own pirate freighter to see if any of those fixes actually carry over, so that'll need some testing. Fixed an issue that caused some low priority missions to appear on the galaxy map. Fixed an issue causing pirate titles to not unlock. I've had that problem, so I'm glad that is fixed. Fixed an issue that caused the organic frigate quest not to work as expected in multiplayer. So again, they are working on like missions not working correctly in multiplayer to some extent. So that's all really good news. Salvaging the Atlantid multi-tool now awards void motes. So that's interesting. So we'll see what that's all about. Fixed an issue that prevented barrel rolling during warp. Again, really cool. A lot of people didn't know you could actually barrel roll during warp, but it's actually a thing. Fix some untranslated pirate name in NT systems. Fix an issue that caused Viking pirates to act as if they were Gek in very specific circumstances. What? A Viking pretending to be a Gek? What outrage is this? That is terrible. I'm glad that's being fixed. Put the Vikings in the place. That's what I say. Fixed an issue that caused autophage missions to repair lost heads to become blocked if the head in question had already been repaired. Fixed an issue that could cause floating drone heads to be loaded as freighter workers in place of Korvax entities when warping your freighter to an empty system. So moving on from that, fix an issue that could prevent progress in the Voyager's expedition milestone to find a creature with corrosive blood. Yes, that has been such a freaking problem. A lot of my commenters at the moment have all expressed their absolute disgust with this bug, so I am glad finally this has been fixed. So if you've had the problem with the corrosive blood mission in the Voyager expedition, it should now be fixed. Hallelujah, praise the Gex. Anyway, when crafting items, players are now alerted if they have the right ingredients, but also those items are in an inaccessible inventory. So that's apparently been all sorted. Fixed an issue that could cause autophage staff assembly to choose an incorrect seed for subsequential creators after cancelling out of the preview of the assembled staff. Yes, that is an issue. However, I really liked it, because what essentially happened was you could glitch out the staff in such a way where the pole of the staff or the head of the staff would actually be the same sort of icon as before you assemble it. So like that weird transparent orangey kind of like glowy way where it didn't actually have an actual physical like icon or logo to it, if that makes sense, or model to it. It just looked like it hadn't actually been built in its place, if that makes sense. It actually looked really cool, but apparently that's fixed. So there we go. Fixed an issue that could cause the players to do damage to themselves when using the multi-tool. So never experienced that myself, but then again, you fire a geology cannon at your feet and you blast your legs off. So maybe that's been fixed. We'll see. So finally guys, fix a performance regression related to mesh rendering, fix a hang related to loading missions, fix a rare hang that could occur when loading a save on Xbox, fix a crash related to the HUD, fix a crash related to procedural textures, fix a crash related to loading player bases, fix a crash related to shop interfaces, fix a crash related to the aerial scan camera, fix a number of crashes related to memory management, and fix an Xbox specific hang. So does that mean now, ladies and gentlemen, that all the problems that everyone was having on Xbox, especially on the older last gen consoles, and does that mean now that that's possibly all been fixed? If you are an Xbox console user, especially on the legacy systems, or even if you just play on console in general, but even on the PlayStation 5 or the latest gen or last gen, let me know, how is the game running for you? After this patch, is it running any smoother, or is it still a buggy, crashed out mess? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments section down below. Anyway guys, that is everything from me here today. There is a lot of very good fixes. They seem to be getting their head around to fixing all the more important stuff. They do need to keep on delving into the multiplayer fixes, I will say that much, but they are heading in the right direction at the very least. Let me know your thoughts as always, comment section down below. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.